Look, I'ma leave, but I'ma leave the door unlocked. And I'ma wait for you.
I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
You gonna let the wrong person inside.
Insert Silk Sonic's leave the door open, because dang it, man, it's something else. I mean, the moment that Zach dropped that line to Fatima at the club, I already knew. I'm like, I know he didn't just pull a Karen, but a lot of people were quick to tell me on Twitter, well, Jeremy, no. Karen pulled a Zach because, you know, remember, in terms of continuity, Zatima is behind Sistas. And as a result, Zach dropped this line prior to Karen doing the same thing. Now, part of me would like to speculate about this. Now, we know Belinda was somewhere maybe within hearing distance of Zach being at the table with Paul and Fatima. So can you imagine if, let's say, after hearing the whole "I'll leave the door unlocked for you" from Zach, she runs and tells Karen, and then Karen says the same thing to Zach in Sistas season 6 where they're at that cafe. Like, that would be pretty, like, wow, just tying things together. But the thing about it is, you know, there are a lot of points. I said this in my episode review. There are a lot of times where Sistas and Zatima will kind of, you know, recycle the same dialogue or scenarios, whether it be, oh, a friend of Zach or a friend of Fatima took a photo of that person in an intimate moment with someone of the opposite gender, whether it be an ex or, you know, a close one from the past. And then, you know, the person sees their significant other in the embrace, and then they assume all sorts of things. And when it comes down to it, you know, it leads to more drama. So hearing Zach say this to Fatima, and debatably, because, you know, it's a toss-up as to whether or not Fatima is actually in the bed with Zach or if he's, you know, dreaming or something. But it reminds me of Sistas, where you had, I think it was at the beginning of season 3 or early in season 3, when Fatima told Zach, I don't want that making love shit. I want you to F me. And then they go at it. And then ironically enough, later on in the season, Karen used the same line on Aaron. And that was the night that they had unprotected sex. Like, it wasn't like, you know, they didn't have sex. They literally had sex. So I remember when Karen said that, I'm like, look at her trying to be an off-brand Fatima. So it's just one of those things where I just love to see these little things kind of line up, where in one reality, in Zach's reality, maybe this line worked. Because like I said, there is a debate as to whether or not Fatima was actually in Zach's bed at the end of the episode, or if it was another woman and he was thinking it was Fatima in his mind, or if it was some sort of dream. We don't know. There's a lot of things that could be debated about that, and that's going to be its own video. But then when you look at it in Karen's case, now that would be funny as hell, because think of it this way. If Fatima really did come over to Zach's place when he said, hey, I'm leaving the door open, and it's not a dream, then also look at how Karen left the door open for Zach, but then Fatima came over as well. So regardless, if you tell somebody, I'm going to leave the door unlocked for you, Fatima's going to magically appear. That's just hilarious to me. But yeah, I just feel like it's very interesting how that line was dropped by both Karen and Zach in relation to bringing someone that they used to be with back home. It's like, look, I know you're out here, you know, thinking that you're happy with this dude, or, you know, with Fatima, or this chick when it comes to, you know, Zach being with Fatima. But just know that you're going to come over because I know you, and I'm going to leave the door unlocked. I think that's pretty slick. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, ooh, then that same line being dropped, that just tells you right there, Zach and Karen meant to be. Nah, I wouldn't say all that, but that just kind of lets me know in the 3 years their toxic back and forth breakup to make up relationship, that line was probably used a lot. It probably was used a lot. So with that being said, let me know if you caught that reference when Zach said the same thing Karen told him in Sistas season 6. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.